my mind reckless, thoughts are feeling endless. Sitting up, I'm breathless, anxiety's infectious. I feel so defenseless, betrayed and embarrassed. I hate being open, I hate being broken. I feel like an ocean filled up with emotion. Anger ain't a potion, rub it on like lotion. I can feel it soaking, reopen, the scars have awoken. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go. Till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go. Swear I won't forget this, why do I regret this? In my mind reckless, thoughts are feeling endless. Sitting up, I'm breathless, anxiety's infectious. I feel so defenseless, betrayed and embarrassed. I hate being open, I hate being broken. I feel like an ocean filled up with emotion. Anger ain't a potion, rub it on like lotion. I can feel it soaking, reopen, the scars have awoken. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go. Till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? Hey, Cabot. How's summer going for you? Miles, thanks for stopping by. Welcome, everybody. I am stoked to everyone here. Check out this bad travel legend right here, man. I survived the multiple flight cancellations, the multiple flight delays, both there and back. I got a nice little flight delay on the way back. It wasn't bad, though. Thank goodness. It was only like 30 minutes. But on the way there, whew, I could go without another flight cancellation. I had 2 of those, and then a flight delay, and then sitting on in the airplane for an hour on the runway. Crazy. It was crazy. Wish my internet would work so I didn't have to watch this in 160p. Hey, it's all good. You don't even need the video to hear what this show is about to bring. All right? I'm really excited for today's show. I did quite a bit of some research to verify everything that I was coming up with, and I'm fairly excited about it. OMG, it's buffering at 160. Well, that is a fat rip. That's all I got to say. That really stinks. Yeah, this weekend. I'm wearing my DreamHack shirt. I got this DreamHack staff shirt. Really excited about it. I didn't get the other one. There was another one that was like super generic, and I kind of like generic shirts. I'm not a huge graphic dude, but this one's kind of cool. I'll wear it. It says Dallas on it, and then it's got the dates down there. Yeah, it's pretty dope. And then I got to add another badge to the wall. Got the staff badge here, DreamHack staff badge. This one's a nice one. I also got an ESL Intel lanyard that I tried to put together, but it is what it is. Yeah, so I got to add that. I'm really excited about it. I love when I get to add a new badge to a staff or media badge to my wall. It's been slow rolling the last couple years, and this one was definitely a cool one to add. It was my second time working with ESL, so if you don't know, ESL bought DreamHack, and now ESL gets to manage all of it, and it's a little bit of a change, but I loved it. I mean, I've worked with ESL once before. I did IEM Chicago, which was a Counter-Strike major, which I have that staff badge is right here with all the stickers to every area that I had access to, including main stage. But yeah, now they do DreamHack. So we kind of went from a team of like 10 volunteer photographers to a team of 3 paid ones. And I got chosen, and it was really sick. Need to get 50% at your level. Dude, you're slacking. It's getting there. There's some there's some even like conference badges in here. Like I've got 2 NACAD badges in here. I've got a NACE convention badge. And then I've got some traditional sports stuff in there too. This was Media Team Atlanta 19. But yeah, it's another one I got to grow. I got to add, which is super awesome. And I'm really excited about that. I got a new mouse pad, like a big one that says Intel ESL. That looks really sweet. I got a Monster sweatband, which is cool. And then I bought a sweatshirt that said ESL, and then I got a sweatshirt that said DreamHack Dallas. So I walked away with swag. Good thing I packed a little extra room on the way there, because when on the way back it was packed. I was stuffed to the brim with my luggage. Oh, and then I got on my fridge. There's this like stuffed animal. One second. Not really stuffed animal. But Intel gave us like this like stuffed motherboard. I don't know. There's like 3 different faces too that I can pick. Like you take it off and you put it on, but this one's like the cat one, I guess. Plush. There you go. A plush motherboard. And then I got a button from Intel. Intel's a huge sponsor of ESL and now DreamHack. And they gave all the crew and like the special guests or whatever some free stuff. So I got to be a part of that, which was really awesome. It's a CPU. Okay, it's a CPU, not a motherboard. That's my fault. I'm sorry. Yeah, plushie. Okay, whatever. All right, I got it. That's all I got the exciting freebie. Even though I can't communicate what it is. But yeah, that was really cool. It was a lot of fun. Overall DreamHack thoughts. DreamHack was really good. I really liked it. There's some people testing positive for COVID now that they're back home. I will probably test positive for COVID. I'm assuming. Hopefully I don't have symptoms, but some of the people that I hung out with and saw, including Cody Elson from Northwood, just tested positive, and I have photos of him and I like hugging. So yeah, or while they were there, which I will talk about a little bit on the CRL thing. But overall, I wanted to kind of like give everyone, as people are kind of funneling in still, I want to look through show off some of my photos and talk through some of that stuff before we talk about the CRL spicy stuff. Because I want everyone to have a chance to get into this stream before I start railing on CRL, although I don't think it's that much of a rail on CRL, but some of the groups around CRL, maybe. All right. So I'm going to swap this. I pulled up a couple of my tweets that I put out. In addition to working for DreamHack, I also worked with eSpat, which is like the Getty Images of esports. They basically sell photos to news sites who license those photos for editorial purposes. Just wanted to show those. The ones with the DreamHack logo in the bottom left are ones that I took for DreamHack, and then the ones that have eSpat in the bottom right are ones that I took for eSpat. So this one was just a random player in free play. I was tasked all weekend with taking photos of partnership activations and sponsors. So I took a lot of photos of like the booths, signs with logos on them, and then like the free play area was all sponsored by a mouse or a keyboard company. Damn it, Bennett. You might know him. He's at Full Sail. He also streams, and he got to stream in the stream studio. And I saw him, so I snagged a photo of Damn it, Bennett. And then if you are a CSGO fan, this was MIBR's signing. MIBR is a pro team. They do signings at DreamHack where you can like line up and get stuff signed by the pro players. And that one was a nice shot that I took of their coach smiling, which is cool. Going into the last day is when I worked with eSpat. This is one of my favorite photos I think I've ever taken. So the guy holding the trophy up, his name's Jack. He's the owner of C9. What's really cool is that the last time he won an IEM tournament, his dad was there in attendance. And his dad actually passed away earlier this year. So this one meant a lot to Jack, the event and winning it. And I got to capture this moment, which I'm so glad I did. It's one of my favorite photos. I nominated it for Esports Photograph of the Year for the Esports Awards. I don't think I'll make it as a finalist. I'm not nearly as talented as most of the top esports photographers out there, but I'm glad I took this one. The official photographer for ESL in this event was Eric. He's super talented. He just happened to be behind the team when he took the photo. So his photo is from behind, and then mine's from the front, and I'm really glad I took it. I always love crowd shots, so I took a crowd shot, Cloud9, right after they won. It was really cool. And then this is just a shot of the whole crowd. This was like a dope event. This was the CSGO major that was happening, that was connected to DreamHack. So like DreamHack's in a convention center that also has an arena in it, and like in the arena was the CSGO major, and it was super cool. I don't think I have any other photos on that one. I don't. Sweet. We're blasting through. We'll hop over. We'll do the music stuff. There was this band called like Motionless in White. I don't know if you guys if you're into that stuff, but I'm glad I took some photos of them. I like concert photography to an extent. I'm really bad at it. What you end up doing is taking like 800 photos, and most of them look the same. And it's not really my thing. The lights come out cool, but I like esports stuff more. But they turned out pretty good. I liked them. CRL first batch of photos. We got some cool shots of everybody. I really like this photo of Cody. I sent it to him and I'm like, this is the nice side Cody. Or in other words, this should be his like PR photo. Cause everybody sees him as like this intense dude. But he's actually pretty nice. So I got that, some casters, the casting desk, the backstage of like any of these events is so weird because it's like all the production PCs, and then like they make this box where the casters are. Like this little backstage thing is just like one square area, and outside of this is just like plain backstage. It's really weird. But the magic. All right. And then the last one, I had a nice photo of the winning team here getting medaled. Congratulations to Northwood on that dub. Really cool. Really cool for them. Really excited for them. Special shout out to all the teams that made it to this event. I mean, it was really cool. It was really cool. And with that, I will hop into my CRL thoughts. Because I like showing off my photos, but I know a lot of people don't want that. Let's take off my notes here. So thank you. I'm glad they're good, that you like them. I have a lot more to edit. I'm hoping maybe later this week, I'll get on and do a stream of me editing the photos that I haven't edited. Because I have a lot of them. I didn't submit. I submitted like maybe 30 to 40 to Eastbat, and the rest are mine that they weren't as good, and I want to edit them and take a look. I probably have plenty of photos of St. Clair, so would love to do that. But I'm in this. I'm in this clip. I didn't even notice that. I just clipped this right before I started this because I wanted a clip of it. But let's talk about CRL. Let's hop over. I'm going to go back to this view real quick. And then I'll hop over to my evidence as I kind of walk through some of this stuff. But overall, I thought the event was good. I thought CRL was a really good event. It was really cool at DreamHack. Well attended, well ran for the most part. I think the admins did a good job. I didn't hear anything super negative from the teams during the event on how things were handled, how things were ran. Viewership, always amazing with CRL. I mean, we're talking 45 to 60,000 concurrent viewers. I bet good money that's mostly because it was on the Rocket League official Twitch channel, as well as they probably had drops enabled like they always do. So I always take those with a grain of salt in terms of trying to really quantify the popularity of collegiate esports and collegiate Rocket League. I think most of their numbers are pretty inflated when it comes to some of that, but obviously no one who's a fan of Rocket League is going to say that or admit it. But it's still good. I mean, it's still good. Those numbers are still good for advertisers. Those numbers are good for the space, and they help sell collegiate esports. So I'm not like super complaining about it. Stage location at setup was at DreamHack was awesome. It was one of the first stages you saw if you walked in one of the entrances. It was a pretty big stage, pretty big setup at DreamHack. I was really excited to see that, and it pulled a lot of DreamHack attendees to sit down and watch. I mean, there's a lot of people who, like, after one of the CSGO matches, would walk into the general exhibit hall and would see CRL going on, and you'd hear it. You'd see some teams, maybe you even heard of one of the colleges, and you'd sit down and watch. And that was really cool. Really cool to see. I know, like, Jake Lucky even was at DreamHack and saw CRL going on and started watching and commented a little bit about it in a couple different interviews, which was really awesome. But let's talk through some of this stuff. Broadcast production wise, I kind of have this split up into some sections, so I'm just going to walk through some of it. And some of you guys will be aware of this. If there's any thoughts that, like, maybe Atmosphere has or anyone else has on the CRL stuff, if you watched or were there, feel free to throw out your thoughts. These are just going to be mine. But broadcast production for the primary stream, I thought it was awesome. They usually do a really good job from a production standpoint. I thought it was top notch. The entire talent team I thought was really good. It was really awesome. It was amazing, diverse. I thought it was refreshing. I have a really big problem with CRL and Rocket League in general that both tiers of that Rocket League system, both CRL and RLCS, use the same talent a lot. And it's the same people kind of on both sides. And that can be cool. Like, there's a positive to that. It's cool to have a pro caster doing Collegiate once in a while, but when it's always the same people, I just don't like it. I do want a special shout out to Jolly and Lemon Kiwi. They were amazing, and they're not just awesome women casters. They are awesome casters. Like, the level of hype and professionalism they bring is so cool, like, so awesome. I saw Jolly after she had finished the entire competition. I saw her that night, and it was, and I gave her a fist bump. She probably had no idea who I was, but she did an awesome job. And now Jolly is heading to LA to do CLOL finals. Like, what? I put out a tweet. I'm like, is there anything Jolly can't do? Because that is so impressive. My gripe with production, Atmosphere says there's a lot of CCA talent left out. That's fair. My gripe with the production is going to be on the B stream side. So I did a quick skim. I didn't watch B stream a ton. But what I saw was an analyst desk that was frankly old and mostly white. And the casters were all right. They did a good job, fairly well. They definitely have the talent, but like I said, diversity is lacking and new blood is non-existent. Now, people in Rocket League, the community might be all up in arms with that type of comment and like, these are the people that like we like and they should be there. That's just not how I see it. I think CRL is a fantastic opportunity to highlight new talent and highlight student talent, and they just continue to fail to do that. And I really hate that perspective. There's a ton of talented students that are casting at Boise. I know Powder at Aquinas is amazing. I know St. Clair has some great casters at the college level, and those folks just aren't getting the opportunities because we keep recycling these old white dudes, and I don't like it. We need a refresh on talent in Collegiate Rocket League. I think they did an okay job on the A stream. I think when you're talking about CRL Worlds, you want to have the best of the best. And I think they did a fairly good job at that. I think there's some missing talent on that lineup. But the B stream, I think it didn't hit the mark. I think the B stream should have had a different set of talent that is up and coming talent and exciting talent and diverse talent. If B stream is ran by CCA, which it might be, from my perspective, I think it's time that Psyonix takes over the management of the B stream, or at the very least requires way more approval, because like I said, I think it just missed the mark. I think the B stream should be, and CRL in general, like not necessarily Worlds, but like CRL in general should be an opportunity for new talent to get in the mix, and to highlight some of the awesome up and coming talent coming through students. Sean says B stream had no support. Psyonix gave them nothing. They paid their own way. Uh, okay. I mean, that's fair. It's fair. From my perspective, it looked like the B stream was remote for the most part. I don't know if that's necessarily an excuse. And honestly, all of this is going to be coming back on eFuse, which now owns CCA. I'm not here to, I'm not going to agree with excuses of, oh, CCA is just a small group of people trying to make magic happen. Like, that's garbage. As soon as eFuse bought them, like, it became eFuse's responsibility, and eFuse is well funded. They have plenty of venture capital money they are throwing elsewhere. I think they can at least hit a bare minimum of innovation on their CRL stuff. Yeah, so that's kind of my overall thoughts on production at this point. I think the Psyonix team did a really good job. B stream lackluster. It's pretty common, honestly, in a lot of esports where B stream just gets like thrown to the side. But B stream can be an awesome opportunity to highlight student talent, and they missed the mark there. So that's what I'll say on that. Travel coverage. Absolute garbage. Sean just mentioned it on B stream. They got no support. They didn't like get paid to, or they didn't have their coverage or like their travel paid for. If you're a B stream caster, that's one example of garbage. The other example is the player travel support. This is the Collegiate Rocket League World Championships. And from my understanding, they agreed to pay for 4 people for each team to come to CRL Worlds. That's trash. 3 players and a coach. Thank goodness that St. Clair decided to pay their own way for a couple people on top of that, because they had a player test positive going into Championship Sunday. And if they had not paid for that and they only had enough money to pay to bring the people that Psyonix would pay, they would have been forfeiting. 4 is a trash number for CRL Worlds for Psyonix to cover. And I want to just give some context to that. Gateway Legends, which was a much smaller League of Legends tournament, covered lodging and food for up to 10 people per team. NACE, when they did their championship at DreamHack Atlanta back in 2019, they covered 5. So we had 3 players, a sub, and a coach that they covered, and then we covered the last 2 players because we wanted everyone there. And then and this is the official league. This is the official Rocket League, Collegiate Rocket League World Championship, and you're covering only 4 people per school. Like that. That's just a steaming pile of garbage, and it needs to be better. Sean says only 3 practice setups were given per team. Our 4th didn't warm up until Championship Sunday because they were just not enough. I think that's a fair request or argument, but practice setups are so lackluster at every esports event. I can't really get hyped up and like angry about that. I think having practice setups period is a positive and a positive move forward from where we are at most events. So I wouldn't blast Psyonix on that. I think they had a lot of warm-up stations, in my opinion. I think they did what they supplied was more than I've ever seen at any collegiate event when it comes to warm-up stations. And I would applaud them for that. Yeah, you can get nitpicky and say like, hey, we need another warm-up station. Or, I mean, if you weren't allowed to use other warm-up stations of other teams after they had been eliminated, then that might be a problem. But there were so many warm-up stations. I don't know if that's something I would necessarily point out. Yeah, yeah. So Sean says it was good overall, just very clear they planned for 3 per team. You couldn't use the others. Yeah, that's true. They need to shift their their thought process on 3 people per team to 3 plus at least 1 sub per team plus a coach. That is, and maybe that's part of CCA leadership directing Psionics on what a college team looks like right now. Maybe, but it's just not accurate. And that's just something that Psionics or whoever is in charge of planning this event should have seen and planned for and accommodated. My trophy comments. For Commonwealth Games in the UK, they were covering 4 players plus coach. Yeah, all right, there you go. Drew, oh my, this is, I was watching the trophy presentation, the medal presentation, and I about crapped my pants when I was watching it because there was no trophy, bro. They had 3 cheap looking medals that they looked like they were plastic that you bought at a dollar store until I got like super up close and looked and I saw that there was at least the CRL logo. And it was, yeah. You'd think like, okay, where's the trophy going to be? They're going to bring it out. We'll be able to see it at some point on this weekend, maybe on Championship Sunday. Nah, dude. They had 3 cheap medals. They actually had 4. Cody at Northwood did get a medal, but it was I think I put in my tweet or replies like a trophy is a couple $100. Just like, how do you not do that? It looks like it's the equivalent right now of like a 5th grade basketball tournament. Like when I was in 5th grade, I got medals. I think if you did 5th grade, we had a trophy too, but like, this is the Collegiate Rocket League World Championship, and you're giving out these trash, cheap medals, bro. And I keep saying trash, cheap because they are. And I'm about to show you why. All right, you might not have seen this on the stream, but literally as soon as the players started walking back to their station, one of their medals broke off and ripped. Dude, look at this. Look at this. I've swapped it. I don't know what this is going to look like on stream for you guys, but I clipped it because I didn't want to do this. But watch this.
What a performance, a truly dominant victory for a dominant team. We have seen them.
Oh, there's me texting. All right, you're gonna look on the player on the right. I forgot his name. I'm sorry.
They are a big part of something that, for my money, teammates, this is going to be the first step of many in the future.
You heard the man himself. He said, Lion Blaze said he'll be back for the next 3. They're not playing around in Northwood. They've done well. They've recruited. They're trying to be the Alabama of CRL, and that is exactly what they have done, getting the first ever world
I don't know why this
championship.
clip isn't working.
And not only did they get it, they got it.
Oh, there we go. Okay, the clip wasn't working. I'm sorry. All right, this is the moment where they start walking away. You'll see him. It just drops off. Did you see that? I know it was really fast. Let's slow it down. Let's slow it down, bro. Look at this. Look at the medal. Look, it just drops, bro. Look at it, bro. This is the medal for the Collegiate Rocket League World Championship. Dude, bro. Look at this. No one even touches it. It drops, bro. Bro, this is the Collegiate Rocket League World Championship. And these medals probably costed them $3. Bro, thank goodness they had a 4th. You see, Cody will swap with him because Cody is a good guy. Look at this. Swap. You know they're joking. They're laughing. They're like, this is the saddest piece of garbage ever. Bro, this is the freaking World Championship. You won't buy a trophy and you buy these cheap bleep medals. Nah, dude. Nah, you ain't. I'm not ignoring that garbage, man. I watched that and I was like, medals? This is trash. And then like 2 seconds later, one of them breaks. The dude hasn't even had it on his arm or on his neck for more than 3 seconds, dude. I just clipped this before. I'm probably going to like post this clip on social, or someone else can do it first if they want. But like, bro, Psionics, EFuse, whoever this was, like, do freaking better, man. Like, the amount of money you put into hiring production, renting this space at DreamHack, paying for only 4 people from each school to go, buy a freaking trophy, man. Like, shoot. They were $75K in prizing too. Bro. Like, and I've heard, like, someone said RLCS does medals and then they have one trophy that, like, travels to every event and, like, the team doesn't get to keep it. Do that. Like, make a cool trophy and just be like, all right, you guys get to raise the trophy and then we keep it. We'll put your name on it for the next time. And then the next team who wins puts it up. Whatever. Just have a freaking trophy, bro. I can't even. It's so minuscule from a cost perspective, and it adds so much value. It makes no sense. I don't know, man. I can't. Like, there's people who do great stuff in collegiate esports, and we're trying to grow. But then you get these sponsored, these developer sponsored tournaments, and they just fumble the ball on simple crap. Like, ugh. I'm sorry. They lift it once, then don't get to keep it. Yeah. Stanley. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Man, the last CRL land medals looked like they were actually quality medals. I don't know. I've lost all faith in Psyonix's ability to properly medal or trophy their best teams in the world, bro. 40K concurrent, actually got up to like 60K concurrent viewers, and we're spending $5 on a medal that breaks on stream in front of 60K people. I don't know if chat noticed, but bro, come on. All right. Content coverage. I'm a photographer. All right. I know a little bit of video, not a lot. Most of my content stuff gonna be about photography. Okay. And this one's going to be spicy too. So buckle up. So what's interesting is that ESL actually partnered with Psyonix and hired a photographer to cover CRL. His name's Peanut. He goes by Peanut. Dude is amazing at photography. Okay. This guy, legit. I'll even show you. Let's see where this is. Dude is legit. I've got a couple of his tweets linked, and I want you to see some of them. Like, these are, they look a little, no, they look good. They loaded. Legit photos. Like, this dude, legit, man. From New York, Peanut. Like I said, he was hired by DreamHack and ESL to cover CRL. And I guess the deal was that, like, ESL was sharing photos with Psyonix for them to use. But here's the thing. eFuse did their own thing, and some of their own stuff was what official Rocket League used. All right. And what eFuse created, for me, all I can describe, all I can use to describe it is, I could take better stuff on my cell phone. All right. And, yeah, that might be harsh for somebody who could be new to photography. I don't know if that was who it was that eFuse was using, but eFuse is a multi-million-dollar company who just purchased a large news site, and owns CCA, which runs CRL. So my expectations for whatever that company is that runs CRL is a little higher. They didn't quite hit that mark, in my opinion, especially from a photo perspective. Like I said, everyone who was hired by ESL/Psyonix, freaking amazing. But I think eFuse dropped the ball. And here's one thing. I did tweet this already. So if you saw that, fine. But the trophy photo, I keep saying trophy photo, the medal photo, bro, I don't know if you can tell the difference here. let's see. You know what? Let's pull up my photo. And I'm not saying that I'm this fantastic freaking photographer, because I'm not. Like, I'm new-ish to it still. I'm learning. But yeah. Oh gosh, this is not going to appear well. All right, so this is their photo. This photo is, I don't know if you can tell, poorly colored, not edited. The official Rocket League Esports Twitter. My photo, I retweeted it and said, bro, hire me as a photographer. Mine is crisp, good lighting. It's been edited. It looks good. It tells a story. Yeah, looks washed. It is washed. This photo, washed AF. They actually posted 2 of them. They are edited the same. Well, I don't even know if they're edited. This is on the official Rocket League thing, dude. This is the World Championship. Can you imagine the NFL Super Bowl pick from the NFL account looking like it was taken by a freaking like a phone? Bro. And this was not taken by Peanut. There's no freaking way this was taken by Peanut. So if it was Peanut, dude, I don't know what happened, but it's not you. I know it's not you. And that's one example of this garbage. On the eFuse note, eFuse purchased esports.gg. They own CCA. One second. Let my cat out. All right. iPhone 13 looks better than that. Yeah, true. All right. eFuse bought esports.gg, content news site. They own CCA. They have a collegiate esports section on esports.gg. You want to know how many articles or coverage there is of the Collegiate Rocket League World Championship in which they have a significant part of? There are 0 articles and 0 coverage of CRL Worlds on esports.gg. Bro, you own both of them. And I was very disappointed, still am to this day, of the lackluster job on this coverage from eFuse. Like, I met Helena for the first time. She didn't know who I was. It's fine. It's fine. But bro, if you're buying both of these companies and like, do some content, man. Do some content for the property you own. Get something done. And the other part is like, all right, she tweeted this, a few of my fave shots from CRL weekend. The eFuse crew delivers. She didn't take the photos, but the photos she posted as her top shots, like, okay, this is kind of a cool photo. I get it. There's some meme to it. But these photos all look like they were taken on a cell phone. Like they are. And like you had Peanut like right there. I'm like, it makes me cringe. Maybe I'm just the crazy one. Maybe I'm the only, like, just because I'm a photographer, maybe I have a little higher standard. But if you own esports.gg and there's no coverage of CRL Worlds and you own CCA, still no coverage of CRL Worlds. You also don't have any coverage except one ranking of college Call of Duty right now. And those finals are this weekend. There is a missed connection, period. And then beyond that, like from Rocket League's perspective and Psyonix, that cannot be the photo those cannot be the photos you use for your championship announcement. Like, guys, come on. Like, this is the Rocket League Esports Twitter. It's got 380K followers. This is setting the tone for like all of your esports. And this is the photo you use for CRL Worlds. Like, dude, like the champions, I just don't see how Psyonix or Rocket League looks at this and is like, yeah, we did a great job on this. Like, no. I wish you could see. Yeah, so content coverage, my perspective, anyone who is From a Psyonix perspective, I think the people who were hired by Psyonix, I met the videographer that did like the content pieces. Dude's like 21 from Holland. He did some great stuff. Huge fan. Big fan. Met him at the hotel. He did some really good stuff, in my opinion. But the support and the content from eFuse's side, I think, was a massive missed opportunity all around. I mean, yeah. And y'all know I hate eFuse. No, I really don't hate eFuse. I'm like, eFuse has such a phenomenal opportunity to help grow collegiate esports alongside us, the directors, who want this to grow too. And it's just not there. Like, it's just not there. Where's my notes? Yeah, so still zero story coverage on CRL Worlds. Maybe that'll change. Maybe they'll do some type of post-event coverage, maybe an interview with one of the players. That'd be cool. Probably not. Probably not going to happen, unfortunately. It is what it is. But overall, I thought CRL Worlds was a really good event. As much as I gripe about the content coverage, the travel coverage, the no trophy, which is laughable, honestly. Overall, I thought it was a really good event. And I don't know if Atmosphere or Sean want to comment on that at all as coaches. I thought you guys did a good job. And I thought the CRL event was a good thing overall. I did not have any teams in it. I was very unlucky with my flights to get there. It was a struggle. It was a saga. I forgot how much I hate traveling. I'm really excited for DreamHack Atlanta. Sounds like I'll be probably doing that. I don't know if there's going to be any collegiate activations at that one, but that would be sweet. I'm glad you were following the adventures on Twitter. Good. Atmosphere says, wish I could have experienced it in person. True. Very unlucky. Yeah, I thought it was an overall good event. Kyber says, overall, I loved the event. Really awesome to experience collegiate esports in person. Yeah, I think for a collegiate esports event, I thought it, I've never seen CLOL playoffs, so I don't know where Riot is on terms of their collegiate events, but I thought it set the tone in my mind of what collegiate esports events, should be. There's a lot of things that can be improved upon, but I thought it really set the tone or the level of where I'm at in terms of what I've seen for collegiate events. And I thought that was really cool. It was like the biggest audience I've ever seen at a collegiate esports event. But I'd be interested to hear the feedback of the CLOL teams and how that's been going, because Riot always does a really good job with events. So it'll be good. Lots of great games and stories. Yeah, I thought there were some good games, some good surprise wins. I was really excited for this UCF guys, University of Central Florida. Obviously, I'm biased a little bit on that one. They made a really good run. Oakland did fairly well when they weren't really expected to even make it. So shout out to J Cubed and Coach Leone. Sean says, definitely valid arguments you have. Overall thought, I think it was the top collegiate championship for any title so far. Still a ways to go. That might be fair. I mean, that truly, like I said, I haven't been to CLOL playoffs, and I don't know where they were at before COVID and where they're going to be this coming weekend. But it very well could be the best championship I've seen so far. I did not go to CECC, but from my from an outsider's perspective and hearing thoughts from other people, I don't think that quite hit the mark on a top championship. I think what's really cool is that they made a successful event on a fairly large stage at DreamHack that pulled a significant audience throughout the weekend. And I think those are all massive wins for collegiate esports. Yeah, Sean says biggest in-person audience, highest viewership ever as well for collegiate, as far as you know. Yeah, CRL, I mean, CCL, they both pull pretty consistent concurrent viewers in like the 40 to 60,000. So yeah, it was definitely up there. And I think the coverage on social media from Psyonix and the Rocket League stuff, I think was a really big positive too. It seemed like the publisher was really bought in. Psyonix brought like an entire team with them from a production standpoint and from an admin standpoint. And I think that was a really big positive too. Like if it was another third party running that, I don't think it would be nearly as good. I think that's really good. Drops are always enabled on mainstream. Yeah. Like I said, most of viewership for college Rocket League and college Call of Duty has to do with drops, but also being on some of the main channels, like on the Rocket League channel. Sean says this successfully was promoted and hyped, and many other similar events simply haven't been. I don't think there is as much hype going into CLOL as there was for CRL Worlds. Yeah, I don't think so either. I think Psyonix truly does support CRL much more than Riot supports CLOL. I mean, it's not just a name or a retweet for Psyonix. It is a part of their calendar is what it appears, especially this Worlds event. I think it really truly was. I mean, when you see Corey, who's over all of esports, I believe, at Psyonix, has a heavy hand and is active and running CRL as well, especially like CRL Worlds. It sends a massive message in relation to Collegiate. So yeah, I think that's really the key differentiator and also the kind of the exciting thing was seeing Psyonix be so supportive of CRL, especially CRL Worlds. It's really cool. CCL might even have more hype going in, and then CLOL might just be a Twitter circle thing. Honestly, I'm not in either circle, and I haven't seen like anything about either of them. So I don't know. I mean, I have some CLOL circles where like I see Clerky's team just arrived. But I would say neither of them have a ton of like true hype going in, but I don't know. I don't know. It'll be interesting how this weekend goes for both of those events. My bet is that CCL ends up with a much higher viewership number because I believe they do the drops enabled and on mainstream. CLOL might be on mainstream, or at least LCS stream, but they never do drops, and that's gonna hurt them. I would assume CLOL viewership will be about 1 to 2, maybe 3,000 concurrent viewers. I could be totally wrong on that, especially like the championship match, but my guess is it's going to be like 1 to 3,000 concurrent, which is nothing compared to CRL, and probably CCL. Yeah. Psyonix is definitely part of Psyonix esports strategy. That is not true for any other title. That's 100%. And I wonder how much of that is because there's pro players in CRL. Like I really seeing how much activity CRL brought, or how much activity, CRL brought to like Psyonix and kind of the hype around it. I wonder how much of that is because there are pro players and Psyonix sees that as a really massive opportunity to basically double the amount of coverage they're putting out or content they're putting out. I don't really know. I think that'd be really interesting. I don't know if Psyonix would ever truly say like, yes, we're putting in this much resources into CRL because we have these pros playing in it. But it would be really interesting to know if that is a big part of it. I mean, like if you have your pro players playing in CRL as well, like why would you not support that? Like you don't want it to be a bad experience for your pro players, especially ones with significant followings. CRL has drops all season and gets to about 20 to 30K. The championships had 60. Deaths are definitely part of it, but that doubling of viewership shows you there was some real hype. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Yeah, I'd have to look more. I'd have to dig deeper in the numbers to make my own judgment on that, but your thinking sounds 100% correct. And that would be interesting to look at. But again, how much of that is like, I think it's also hype that like there's pro players. Like there are fans of RLCS whose favorite player or favorite team has a player in CRL, and that's probably going to draw some additional views. At least that would be my guess. because I'll tell you right now, like Northwood University on its own or Stockton University on its own without pro players is not going to be pulling 60K viewers. I'm sorry. Like, I love those folks. I love Collegiate Esports, but those schools do not bring 60K viewers on their own. So yeah, that's kind of final thoughts on that, I guess. But like I said, overall, really cool event, really exciting. It definitely gets me excited about the future. And I'm excited about it. Atmosphere says, imagine if EU made it to Sunday. Yeah, I'd imagine that the viewers would be less. I mean, like, if there was a really good, yeah, that's a joke. Yeah. Maybe if some point, if there's like this master EU roster versus a master NA roster, and they're like both clearly the favorites to end up in the finals, like that would be pretty hype. That would be pretty hype. But that's not the current situation. I think NA kind of settled that the argument pretty early on. At least we've got CS. Oh, oof. Well, about that. Not sure if you missed the IEM Dallas finals, but EU didn't leave Dallas with a lot of hardware. But I mean, NA didn't leave with a lot of hardware. They left with broken metals. But is what it is. Yeah, it's okay, Kyber. Maybe one day Collegiate will rise up in EU and be a big force. Only one EU team in the last RL major made it to day 3. Oof. That hurts. Huh. I'm going to wait for the awkward DM from some eFuse exec wanting to chat as I blast them for missed opportunities. It's unfortunate. Yeah. But I am excited to watch CLOL this weekend. Not sure if I'll watch CCL, but maybe I will if it's on my like top channels and I remember. I haven't watched competitive Call of Duty like ever, except like when I was doing photography in competitive Call of Duty. Like I would watch a little bit, but like it was like I'd be taking photos and then I'd look up and see when the round is about to end so I could get the pop off moment. Yeah. So that's CRL. Really excited. Congrats to St. Clair, who's in chat, who made it. Did fairly well. It's unfortunate one of their players had COVID-like symptoms and had to kind of dip, but still really exciting to make it there, and I'm sure your students loved it. I know my students loved going to DreamHack Atlanta for NACE Rocket League. It's probably a event they'll never forget, and I think it's important to remember that whenever we have LAN events is like, yeah, it might have been a trash event in general, but at the end of the day, they're usually a really positive experience for students. And it's important to remember. All right. So last thing is revolving doors. I want to chat a little bit about revolving doors because holy cow. Just got word of more people in Collegiate leaving Collegiate for other opportunities. He hasn't put it on Twitter, but he put it on Instagram. So I think it's fair game. Pelt from UST. Justin Pelt from UST just announced a couple days ago that he is now taking a job with Immortals, managing their Valorant team and another one of their teams, and is moving to LA. I think he started moving to LA yesterday. Out of nowhere, now with Immortals. So UST without a director. And UST has... Oh, wait. He's going to LA for the finals. I don't know if he's probably moving. I don't know if he's moving or not. But yeah, UST, one of the top C-Lol teams. Yeah, that Immortals, but the Immortals Valorant team might be in LA. And I think he might be moving to LA. Actually, let me pull up that Insta. So, breaking news. This is 2 days ago. Become the manager of the League of Legends team, Valorant, and Wild Rift teams for Immortals, and will be moving out to LA tomorrow, which was yesterday. That's so crazy. Congratulations to Pelt. But yeah, he'll be managing the Immortals teams, which is pretty awesome. Aren't Valorant pro matches on Texas servers? I have no idea. I don't know. Good question. I'm assuming Valorant pro matches would be on a local connection. At least that's how Riot does it for League of Legends. But yeah, congrats to him. But that's another position open. And then I got a DM from one of the top collegiate esports programs in the country asking if I was interested in a head League of Legends position, which I immediately said no, I'm not qualified for that. I don't know League of Legends. I don't coach League of Legends, and it was like a recruiter from their HR department. It's someone who does not know esports at all. But that person has not announced they're leaving. So there's another person leaving Collegiate to go something else. Maybe pro, maybe direct another program. I don't know. But one of the top teams in the country is actively looking for a new League of Legends coach. And I'm not going to throw out names or school names because that's not announced anywhere. But I heard a couple people got the same DM from this HR department. Well-paid job, supposedly, too. I sent it to a couple of the best coaches I know in the collegiate scene, but also like the semi-pro scene who know League of Legends. But that was pretty big news for me. Atmosphere says you're former coach of the year. I did say that. I was like, I was or am, I guess, the reigning NACE League of Legends coach of the year. So if anyone's qualified, yeah, they DM'd me on LinkedIn. I got a recruiter message on LinkedIn. Yeah. So that's a thing. I'll actually, just because I like you, Sean. That's the message. I sent it to you, Sean. Have fun. Yeah, it's their executive recruiter at their school. Really interesting. I sent them 3 names of people that I'd recommend, but told them like I am not qualified at all to coach a League of Legends team. You don't even check LinkedIn? Well, maybe you should start checking LinkedIn, people, because there might be a job offer in there. I was the same, so I disabled mine. LinkedIn is toxic. I don't check LinkedIn for like the news feed. I check it for notifications and network requests. That's what I do. But yeah, the message I got was very odd. I didn't know if they meant a different game. Cause they might be trying to fill a role for a different game. Or if that person left, which has not been announced anywhere. So good luck. May the odds be forever in your favor. If you're a very experienced League of Legends coach and want a full-time job as the head League of Legends coach, you can DM me. Like I said, I did recommend 3 people already. And let them all know about it. I didn't just like say names. I talked with them. But that was this afternoon. So that was fun. Again, revolving door just continues to revolve. We got some great people who get into collegiate, aren't supported, aren't paid very well, and they just kind of leave. And it's depressing. It's sad, but really excited for them. Really excited for everybody who find amazing opportunities. It's just sad that we lose them. Must have forgotten to DM you. Yo, wait. Yeah. Kevin says clearly you're overqualified. Not true, but I did say I think the wording I used is my skill set is more in line with esports director. So if that person leaves, no, I'm not going anywhere, but it is true that I said my skill set is more in line with an esports director position, not a head coach for League of Legends. So I let them know. But yeah, that was an interesting DM. I don't get many DMs like that. But yeah, it just sparked one of those things of like, oh, dang, revolving door. Sucks. Yeah. They just want my clout. I bet they don't. This dude looks like a boomer. Their recruiter is a professional business guy. I don't think he knows much about esports or my brand. Yeah. So I don't know. They need someone addicted to the spice. I don't know if any school's really looking for someone addicted to the spice. There's a couple directors who can bring the spice, but I don't know if the schools necessarily want that. Yeah. Collegiate gives you a pretty well-rounded esports experience. I would agree with that. Gives you working in collegiate and any like coach position in general gives you really good experience on a lot of different things, like having tough conversations, explaining expectations, holding people accountable, being your own boss, planning, scheduling, you name it. There's a lot of good experience that comes out of coaching. Yeah. You know what people openly tell me on stream, Coach Antor? That you should coach them on League ARAM. Oh, yeah. Like I said, I need to pay people to coach video games underneath me because that's just the better way to do things. I can fake it up to an extent, but to truly develop talent in most of these games, I need assistance and people more knowledgeable. You told them my skill set on ARAM goes to Challenger. Well, that was a lie. Lying is not good for you. Do not recommend. The amount of recruiting I've done, I'm about to call it and just chase the paper in a sales role. Yeah, there's a lot of sales, which I hate. But I think what makes it easier for me is that when I'm recruiting students, I'm selling, quote unquote, something I truly believe in. And that can be the school, but it in general, more than often is the education and the degree. I do truly believe there's value there. And the experience of going to college too. Like, yes, the piece of paper is valuable and the knowledge you learn in the classroom is valuable, but the stuff you learn outside of the classroom and those experiences and opportunities to try new things and not be afraid to fail, I think are invaluable. So yeah, it's a lot easier to sell stuff you truly believe in. And similar to like a streamer with a sponsor, it's a lot easier to sell that product if you use it and you believe in it. Don't do it. Don't let sales trick you, Kyber. You're in sales. You just, let Kyber do all the sales stuff. Yeah. You would hate it. Yeah, I would hate sales too, especially anything that's tied to like commission. No bueno. Not my thing. Oh gosh. What other revolving doors? I don't even know. There's so many jobs posted out there at a variety of different institutions. If you're not in our Discord, you should join my Discord. I keep the jobs in there pretty up to date. Whenever I see someone's been hired, or a position's been filled, I delete it. That's my Discord link for the Coach Antor community Discord. But yeah, I have a jobs section in there, jobs and internships. I keep it in there, or keep it up to date for the most part. I just posted 2 positions today. University of Wisconsin River Falls. They're offering $45 to $50K for a head coach, head esports coach in River Falls, Wisconsin. Not a bad salary range. Missouri State just posted a position for what they call a coordinator of esports within their student union. That's in Springfield, Missouri. That's a pretty large institution. They actually have a D1 football team. Their mascot's the Bears. I've been to that campus before a couple times. Their salary range, when you look up the pay grade, is somewhere between $30K and $48K, which is a massive range. But they just posted that position. It's been posted on a couple different servers, and I posted it in mine. Heat, are you from Missouri State? Yeah, they just posted that. Illinois Wesleyan's, the last one before that's Illinois Wesleyan's hiring their Overwatch coach full-time. Also, esports program coordinator is tied into that title. Not totally sure what that means. And then on June 1st, the American Red Cross has a full-time position as a senior associate for gaming and charity streaming, which would be cool. I feel like that's like a partnership manager for the American Red Cross to try to get like people to raise money, which sounds dope. Wisconsin River Falls. Well, there you go. They just posted their head coach position. I don't know who you're hiring with or who's doing interviews, but that position was posted as well. Red Cross Gaming caught my eye. Yeah, it caught my eye too. It's kind of cool. I did not apply. Like I said, not leaving. I like Florida. It's pretty awesome here. And Florida Southern. My people, Doricon in the chat, Cabot, can't leave those folks. Noah applied. Good. Get those applications out. Yeah. The medals for 2019. Oh, we're much better. They do kind of look nice. Now, this was CRL finals. I don't know. I don't know what they do for CRL finals, but this was CRL Worlds, which is like a new part of it, like a later stage. I don't know. Veterans plus gaming equals right up my alley. That is true. True facts. Sweet. All right. What other stuff do I need to talk about? Any other spice I need to throw out? I think I threw out enough spice this week. Again, on the eFuse spice. If they keep buying Collegiate stuff, they're going to keep getting the Antor spice. I'm sorry. Don't at me. Don't get mad at me. Don't think I hate eFuse. But, you keep screwing up. And you keep doing events and stuff that relate to me and Collegiate. So, I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. Revolving doors, like I said, we talked about a little bit. There's just a lot of people leaving, a lot of opportunities out there, a lot of open positions. There's positions going unfilled because the applicant pools are rough or people aren't willing to do the job at the trash salaries they're offering in the weird cities they're located in. Yeah, there's just a lot of new directors coming in and directors leaving. And I think that's part of the reason why I think this type of show and other professional development is so needed. It's ghost pepper spicy in here. Nah, bruh. Nah. Yeah. I don't know. I think there's gotta be some spice. We gotta bring the spice because when we don't bring the spice, we're afraid of challenging other people. And when we don't challenge other people in other companies, then we get stagnant. Growth doesn't occur. And we need growth. I think there's a massive difference between hating a person or a company versus criticizing what they're doing. And everything that I say is based in criticism of what they're doing or what they did, what they continue to do. And hopefully it leads to change. That's the goal. That's the goal with all this. Mega says I'm at work, so we can't make it today, unfortunately. That's okay, Mega. I appreciate you hopping in chat. Hector's all about the spice. Good. I'm glad you're all about the spice. Hopefully we have some good stuff to talk about next week about CLOL and College Call of Duty. How about that? Yeah, that should be interesting. I just got back last night. I got unpacked this afternoon. It's been a struggle. I'm tired. After every event, I get like so exhausted, and I'm trying to recover. And hopefully, I don't get sick. That's really, I mean, that's the hope too. Is like I don't get sick. Ooh, that's spicy. I like that. I like that message, Tom, but I'm not gonna repeat it because I don't need more enemies than I already have. That's. I did not. The CEO Matt Benson, I believe, is the CEO of eFuse. He did want to meet up this weekend. I missed the first day because of my flights. We did not get a chance to meet up on Saturday, and then when I messaged him again, he had flown out Sunday morning, so I didn't get to see him. I did see Herb, which is they're like vice president of partnerships, but I was talking with someone and he just like said, "Hey Adam," and we waved and I said, "Hey," and that was it. Introduced myself to Helena, who's the director of content for eFuse. She didn't know who I was. She's lying. She knows exactly who I am. Yeah, just pleasant, I guess, interaction there. No one else from eFuse. I didn't see anyone else. Did I meet Jake Lucky? No. I saw him multiple times, but I don't know who he is, nor do I don't know. But I did meet Nicole Lapointe, who is the CEO of Evil Geniuses, who I totally fanboyed over. But I kept my cool when I was actually meeting her. So I was walking down the exhibit hall earlier in the day on Sunday, and just like she passed by me and I like double took. I was like, "That's Nicole." And I was like, "All right, what do I do here?" And I was like, I just need to ask. So I just asked her. I was like, "Hey, Nicole, my name is Adam Antor." And she's like, "Oh my gosh." She acted like she knew who I was. Probably doesn't. It's fine. But I asked for a photo and took a photo. It was not flattering of myself. It's fine. But that was really awesome. Maybe I should have talked to Jake and been like, "Dude, I spice post for Collegiate Esports," and maybe I could have made that interaction. But when anyone famous is at those events, especially like at the event and not like at an after party, like they're talked to and like bugged all the time, and like they are not going to remember it. So for me, it just like wasn't worth it. I did meet a couple of the CSGO casters again at an after party, talked with them. I talked with some people from Monster. Like there was like a sponsored drift racer for Monster who was there at the after party. He did like a meet and greet at DreamHack, but like, he's like, "No one knows who I am." Like, I don't know why Monster flew me out, but we had a really good conversation. Really funny dude. Who else did I meet? I met a ton of people who are in Collegiate or like just left Collegiate for other stuff that are super awesome. Let's collab on some spice, bro. He would have been like, "Okay," and like when I walked away, he'd be like, "That was so weird, dude." Like, I know my place in the world. Okay, that's really where it is. I know my place in the world, and talking to Jake is not my place in the world. If I happen to cross paths, I'm all about it. I mean, I do have fairly close connections with some famous folks in esports, but they're just nice people. I don't know. Like a lot of the CSGO casters, or even like James Bot from Rocket League, we just happen to have a connection with where we're from and have worked together on some side projects for the region in Grand Rapids. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not one to fanboy or ask for autographs. I'm sorry. I walked up to 6 dudes in shorts, long hair, and a backwards cap, and none of them were Jake Lucky. That's funny. I was sitting in the Cope booth, probably prior to you getting there, Kyber. And I looked over into the stream studio, and Jake Lucky was just casually doing some type of interview with probably some famous person that you all know that I have no idea who it is. But yeah, he was like right there. And then for CRL, like he was watching CRL standing in the back on Championship Sunday, but he had like 4 people around him talking, and then his like entourage / like bodyguard looking dude was standing behind him. And they're just like I can't imagine those folks are like in a great mental place for like new thought and collaboration in those places. That's why I like after parties or like hanging out at a hotel bar after, is because that's like where you truly make those connections. Yeah, I don't know. So my most famous photo this weekend was with Nicole. That was cool. But yeah, and like I said on my Twitter post, it's like I don't fanboy over players or casters or streamers. I fanboy over Nicole and like other CEOs who like do good stuff, because that's the cool stuff. Like if I were to ever meet like Tiza, who runs CLOL, like that, like he's someone I would probably be nervous meeting, but like for the average person, they wouldn't even like know who he is. So I'm just weird like that. I don't know. Yeah. So that's that. Yeah. And it probably doesn't help that I've like pissed off like half of the CEOs out there at this point, at least in the collegiate scene. So the people that I'd want to meet are low. Noah says it's so nuts he was not esports famous months ago. I know. Like I said, I don't know where he comes from. I don't know what he did. But Jake Lucky is big now. But that gives hope for the rest of us. We could be in a couple months famous. Maybe you guys are the next ones. Remember us. Remember us when you make it big. I'll be Jake Lucky for the jersey swag. There you go. True. If people are sending you free jerseys, heck yeah. Yeah. I got a friend request on Discord. It's probably a bot. Bro, I don't need that. A video with Shaq would be pretty cool. That's fair. Video with Shaq would be pretty cool. I just watched a Mr. Beast video that Gordon Ramsay appeared in. That was pretty cool. I'm going to some gaming event this weekend that Dr. Lupo is going to. Maybe you guys have heard of it. It's like GCX, I think. Yeah, GCX. A ton of people were talking about it, and I had never heard of it. Not gonna lie. And I was talking to the COPE people, which is the Coalition of Parents in Esports, and they're like, yeah, we'll just hook you up with a weekend pass. So I have a weekend pass to GCX. If you know any famous people going to that I should talk to, let me know. I'm assuming Lupo is probably going to be off limits. Assuming he's like the person who goes to that. But if anyone has any ideas for GCX, let me know. Any content ideas or something I should get accomplished that weekend. I was looking at who is going. There's a couple pretty big brands going. I think Tfu's going to be there too. And then there's a lot of streamers that I've never heard of but might be a big deal. So yeah, there's meet and greets with As to Cross, a Coogan, Lil Simpsy, Luxy Games, Queen Eliminator, Rexzilla, Tactical Grandma, The Pool Shark, and Tifu. What's up? Yeah. How has working at Florida Southern been? Amazing. How has gaming at Aquinas been? Big Cheese Kit, Mitsu, Rukari, 55, and Siam are hosts. Yeah, I don't know any of these people. I don't know, but I probably just named 20 famous people you've all heard of who have 300,000 followers on Twitter, and I've never heard of them because I am a boomer who only plays League of Legends and Minecraft. Oh, man. Miss hanging out with you, but it's been a lot of fun. Hey, I miss hanging out with you all too. You guys are my first, the first squad up. I still remember Jimmy John's when we first met. And, yeah. When they create recruiting rules about gifting people, gifting recruits money, don't tell anyone I bought you Jimmy John's that one time. That wouldn't go well. Florida Southern / Aquinas Minecraft server. Maybe. I am about to buy a realm for Florida Southern students. Because it was requested in our Discord. All right, what else? You know what I really like doing? I really like looking at the users in chat of my streams and seeing who's here. So yes, you can lurk, but I know you're there. Although I think it's a little funky sometimes. Like I think some of the, 5 of the 20 names in there are bots. And then I've got some who are clearly the company Discord or the company Twitter or the company Twitch page that some person is on accident. Because there's no way Six Flags Magic Mountain is in my stream right now. It's not synced all the time. Yeah. Lurker gang. Yeah, there it is. I like my lurkers. Y'all are great. I always kind of make sure I do a quick check of okay, is anyone I'm about to flame in my chat? I need to be prepared. It has happened. It has happened once. And I kept going. I didn't even stop me. Don't do that. Why? Oh, lurking at work. You just send it. I did just send it anyway. Any sneak peek? Yeah, dude. We have 3 recruits coming in for League of Legends. We have 2 GMs and a D4 who has hit Master sometime this season, I believe. We will have a full Master Plus roster. Our jungler just hit Challenger again. Our support, if he played more, would probably hit Challenger. So, yeah, we just got accepted into UPL for this summer, which I'm really excited about. Hopefully that all works out well. Yeah, that should be fun. I'm really excited about our League of Legends team. And then we have some awesome recruits from other games too. Yeah. What else? I think that's it. I got to go meet Daraikon, who's one of our junglers on campus, and he's still listening. Because we are going to talk. We're going to meet. We're going to talk about the fall. And I'm really excited about it. He going to have some extra responsibilities. Eugen, what up? I'll join your Valorant team. Oh, thank goodness. We don't have Valorant yet. And yeah. So, no. I'm going to get beat up. You just send the scholarship. Okay, you'll join my B team. Okay. My support graduates next spring, so I've got 1 year to find a new support player. But we need a good support player. You're on the team and undefeated. Okay, great. Undefeated since the game came out, baby. Let's go. All right, I'm going to do a quick intro here in case if I or someone else wants to edit an intro, and then we'll be about it. You said there is a master's in BA. There is. There's a master's, an MBA program. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Banter with Antor. And this week, we are going to have a great show. We're going to be talking about CRL Worlds, the revolving door of collegiate esports, and some of my overall thoughts on DreamHack Dallas this weekend. Get excited. Here it goes. Boom. Look at that. Hi, YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the link below. There you go. Noah, if you're the one editing it, you can use that one. You like the intro at the end? Yeah, I forgot about the intro at the beginning, so let's throw it in the end. I think I was watching Atriac stream at one point, and he did the intro like at the end of his stuff, and I'm like, this is so weird. I'm like seeing how the sausage is made. It's crazy. Is there anything else I should say? You guys won't even believe what happened at DreamHack Dallas this weekend, and we're going to talk about it right after this. Is that better? What about that? We need sponsors for that? Okay. All right. Well, if there's someone in chat who wants to sponsor me, like Six Flags Magic Mountain or Stream Elements, or another TTV viewer, let me know. I'm looking for sponsors. Oh, you'll be shook. You'll be shocked at who I met at DreamHack Dallas. 30-minute ad break right here. Yeah, right there. You'll be absolutely shook at who I met at DreamHack Dallas this weekend. Let's go. I don't know why I threw in let's go, but. All right. Okay, guys, I got 4 minutes to walk down to campus to meet Brad, and I don't want to be late. I appreciate everyone who stopped by. You guys are amazing. Amazing. I'm glad you guys could stick around and offer some of your thoughts. Have a great rest of the week. Keep enjoying your summer because it will be done before you even know it. And that will be cool for me, but maybe not cool for you. Thanks for everybody, again, for stopping by. No new follows today, no new subs, but it's okay. I brought the spice anyway. We've roasted some people. Hopefully I won't get canceled. Talk to you later. Oh, wait, we need to raid someone. Who should we raid? Oh, this is the raiding is my favorite part. Let's see who's online. Let's see who I follow. I always go kind of down below. See who's live streaming. Should we do Adam Antor TV? There's a guy in Germany whose name is, I don't even think his name's that, but like, I don't know his name. But his username is Adam Antor TV. We won't do that. We could raid Amon Green. Yeah, he likes it's adamant like the RuneScape medal. It's so weird. Let's raid 123 Pearl. He's a collegiate player from Lindenwood University. Let's raid the dude. Show him your love. I'm not liable for what happens in his stream, so hopefully nothing bad. Peace. Oh wait, we gotta wait for the countdown. 8 seconds. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Have a great rest of the week, and I will talk to you later. Oh wait, I gotta press the raid now button.